Hey everybody, I'm back with Stacey, and we've got something new to show you. It's called a Goldback, and we'll get into it in a minute. But first, I want to thank the person that sent it to us. Philip sent us this, and he's been buying them for about 6 months. He's a stacker, he's a prepper. He's trying to wake people up, and it seems like this is a great way to do that. Having a small denomination of gold, this is only worth about $3.45 at the moment. It changes with the price of gold. But I want to go over it and cover it.
And we want to talk about a scam.
Yes, there's that. If you saw on the thumbnail, there's a scam.
Yep.
In my opinion, it's a scam, and she got her feathers ruffled by the guy that called in and tried to get me to get you guys to buy gold and silver this way, and it was going to make me a lot of money, and it was real high pressure, and when anything's high pressure, a red flag goes up in my head immediately.
Chris says when I get mad, I look like a banny hen, and I was going like this pretty good. But anyway, and then also, you guys, I've been talking to you about this, so hang on. We'll discuss this a little bit. We got ours in finally. And so let's go.
And if you like Stacey's hat, hit the like button.
And his. We wore these for you guys today.
Got this one in Puerto Rico. It's my shot at Sean Connery.
I think I got mine at TJ Maxx or Ross. His is a little more high dollar than mine. But let's get into the pros.
Okay.
So what would be some of the pros of owning, which, by the way, this is actually really pretty.
First thing that strikes me, it is art.
Yeah,
this is beautiful, and there's no kind of metal on the earth you can smash out and make it look like this except for gold. There's no doubt when you pick it up, that's gold. I mean, look at the back, look at the front. I'll put some screenshots up there. And just so you know, when I was trying to get a picture of this, my phone was going crazy. It was bzz. It didn't know whether it was washing, drying, or hanging out. There's so much detail in these things. It's really impressive. That's the first thing that strikes you when you pick one up.
Yep.
And well, that's what they say. We'll get into that in a minute. For the price, it's cool just to have.
Right.
I'm thinking about having business cards made out of it.
Oh, he had this idea, which I think is phenomenal. I don't know how that would work, but because nobody would throw this away if you gave a business card in this. I don't know how that would work, but
it'd be hard to give out, $5 or what are they worth? $5.26 gift cards. I mean, business cards.
Yeah, but I think that would be a cool idea. But so this is what the ounce of this is. This is
1/1000th of an ounce.
Okay.
And spoiler alert, that's the biggest con. It's $5.26 for 1/1000th of an ounce. Anybody can do that quick math. That's $5,260 an ounce for gold. As pretty as it may be, that is a tremendous con for me. But she's going to talk about some pros, and I'll talk about some pros as well.
Well, this is easy to carry in your wallet. So I think there's a lot of things. A lot of people cannot afford the whole 1 ounce of gold. I get it. So sometimes they'll ask for grams and stuff like that. So if you wanted to purchase something like this, there's pros and cons to everything. And I tell Chris all the time, well, and even when I talk to you guys, it's your perspective. It's your opinion. So this, if you were to buy 1,000 of these, you're going to overpay. But if you are just going to buy a couple of these and this is what you can afford, then it's something neat to have.
If you want to buy a few and give to somebody that doesn't really understand what money is.
That's true. As a gift.
It's a good way. It's pretty. They won't throw it away, I hope.
Right.
Make them understand it's gold, and gold's always going to be worth something first. But it would be a good way, a cool little Christmas present. I don't think we're going to be trading in these, although people are using them in, this is from Philip, Nevada, New Hampshire, Wyoming, and South Dakota. They're using them, but they're also using silver. You've had somebody call the other day said they were using silver. What was that for?
They are. Before we go there, real quick, so these are laminated, and I did ask, and they are, if the lamination does start to wear, they do guarantee it supposedly, and they will give you a new one. So I thought that was interesting. No, I've actually had people call me, and they're saying they are actually today bartering in silver. I've not heard a lot of gold, but you've got vendors at fairs and events like that. They're mainly doing junk silver. I've had local gas stations, mom and pop gas stations that aren't like the big corporations. They're taking payments in silver, and then I've even had farmers that are saying when they came to pick up livestock or feed or different things like that, and I asked them how they're denominating it, and they're taking the ounce, they're adding a little bit of extra on top of it for the premium. So they're saying instead of bringing $25 in cash, bring me an ounce of silver. So I don't know. They're doing it.
Well, yeah, and going back to how tough this is, it seems like just holding it, if you were to crinkle it up in a ball, it would really not look the same afterwards, because it is gold. It's not paper.
Yeah.
You could probably iron it back out. So I don't know. I know it's got a coating on it, but that was one
We're
of the
not going to
cons
crinkle
for
it up
me.
and try
No,
it.
it's a cool gift, and I really appreciate it, Philip.
So, yeah, but I guess, so let's go a little bit to the con. Let's talk about the pricing a little bit, because that's where I think you and I got hung up. Because numbers, that's what we do. We do numbers for everything.
And
we
the
do
numbers don't
for
lie.
our investment properties. We do numbers for gold and silver, which I want to talk about a little bit. The numbers. So let's talk about numbers.
Okay, so like I said before, 1,000 of these is one troy ounce, and it would be $5,260. Or you can get an ounce of gold right now to your door for what?
Well, you're running spot right now is about $1,780, give or take a few cents, and then my highest premium I think is $220. So you add that together, that's way less than that.
Yeah, so this is way over double.
We
It's
went
over
low.
double. When you think, okay, all right, well, but it's a small denomination. All right, well, so are these.
Well, let's talk about this for a
These are
second.
Valcambi bars, and I jumped all over this because this seems like the fix for using small denominations.
We just got this in yesterday, and I'm not going to open it.
But we decided not to.
And then Chris takes it, and we're going to put it in our safe place, so I don't get to see this anymore.
Well,
so you
it's
guys
hard to
get
vault
to see
stuff
it.
that you've got opened, and
Yeah, no. And we try to store, just so you know, you guys ask me all the time also, we try to store our place at another location, especially because we're showing
Absolutely,
you guys
I would never
this.
store it here. That would be
No.
dumb.
But anyway, this is a Valcambi combi bar that I've talked to you guys many times about, different people that have called in, and I get asked all the time, so we're talking about gold in small denominations. This is a way to do gold for small denominations. And I don't know if you guys see this. We maybe can take a screenshot and
It's
put it
on
up
the
there.
screen right now.
Okay. Then this actually is in 50 pieces. This is 1.6075 ounces, and it actually breaks off in 1 gram, so 51 gram pieces. And if you do the math on this one, 1 gram comes to about, if you do premium, it runs around $80 per gram, is if you do the premium, based on if you were to buy individually grams. If you were to buy this, it's much, much less.
So 31.1 grams is 1 troy ounce. So you can get this for $2,488.
Well, no, that's almost 3,000. Oh, for the ounce. But that's
Gram
1.7.
for gram.
Yep, gram for
I'm not
gram.
talking gram for gram, apples to apples.
Okay.
And this would be still
5,000 and something.
over double.
Yeah.
That's the hang up for me. So you've got your small denominations, or you've got something really pretty that's cool and it's a great gift, and it would be a great business card or expensive one. But there's a few people that I would give that to. Now that's gram for gram. What was and this is another important point. They have 1, 5s, 10s, 25s, 50s. They have different denominations, and I thought that was cool. That kind of opened people's eyes up to the currency situation that we're starting into and we're going to go through. So that's another reason. But I thought, surely if you bought 1/120th of an ounce, that's the biggest one, you would get a break. They would get a little cheaper.
Yep.
That's the way things usually are,
Right.
But it's not. It's actually $22 more to get the 1/120th, and I didn't understand that.
I don't either. The math didn't add up. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the biggest con, and really, it's a numbers thing. That's why we buy metals, is to hedge our wealth, and you're kind of getting the cart before the horse right there.
No, it is. There's so many pros that you can go all day long to say, hey, it's available. It's
Pretty. It fits in my wallet.
Yeah,
you can barter with it.
You can buy small denominations. I guess the numbers just didn't add up for us, though. I think it's really cool, and I like it.
I actually probably gonna get a few more just to have and give away to people because I think I love the idea. It's beautiful, and it's.
Maybe it would
I just can't buy. I buy it as a commodity. I buy this to hedge my wealth and not to try to transact in it.
Well, maybe this would be a good topic conversation starter. Like say, hey.
Absolutely.
So something like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's kind of what we think. That's our opinions on that. Let us know what you guys think.
Please do.
Yeah, and if you guys are interested, let me know. This is a great way. I'm having a lot of people interested in this. This is a great way to purchase gold that does allow you to do in smaller denominations. So
yeah, gram for gram, ounce for ounce.
Yeah.
Same thing. it's not quite as barterable, I guess you'd say, because there's only 50 of these, and you've got 1,000 of these. But would you pay over double the price? That's the real question. So, where do you want to go from here?
Let's talk about that scam.
All right. There's so many scammers,
Yes.
you know, out of every good thing. I mean, you name it: gold, silver, crypto,
Real estate,
rentals,
everything.
predatory lending, credit cards.
Rent to own. I mean,
there's
you
so
name
many
it.
out there, and
Yep.
they are in gold and silver. Well, not to mention gold and silver miners. There's a bunch of them over there too, but that doesn't mean we don't play.
So we
but-
got a call.
Yeah.
Well, actually, someone saw us on YouTube, and we didn't approach them. They approached us several times. Called Chris, and finally I was able to speak to him one day. And they wanted us to, well, basically send you guys to this company to purchase precious metals. And so I asked them over and over. I said, what's your price list? Give me a price list. What's your premiums? What's your premiums?
Well, the reason we asked them is because they promised us an astronomical
Commission.
commission.
It didn't
and
make
was like,
sense.
Okay, what's going on?
Right.
So actually, we talked about 2 or 3 times. I was really trying to pin him down because he would not tell me the price
Right.
or the coin, and I'm really good at smelling crap. And so I got Stacey on the phone and kind of verified everything. And you want to tell them what they were doing?
So they're basically they try to pressure you into purchasing certain types of coins, which, by the way, I will never pressure you into buying anything. Everything is your own perspective and your own, what you believe and what you want to purchase. But they push you to purchase certain coins, and they push the premium up on these coins. It was unreal. And he was trying to give me the sales pitch, and I finally just said, look.
It was high pressure too, guys.
It was. I said, would you just stop? I do this every day. Don't give me your sales pitch. Give me your price list. And to this day, we've still never gotten a price list. And I said,
Not gonna happen either,
I
I
can't
imagine.
send these guys to you guys if you're going to charge this.
And
This is unreal.
There's other YouTubers that are doing it.
Well, just so you guys know, though, so whoever, I don't care if you order from me, wherever you get it, just make sure you do your due diligence and don't overpay. It really made me angry because I'm like, you guys are selling people stuff that are way overpriced. They're never going to get that premium back, and it's just not right. So yeah, I got my feathers ruffled.
Yeah, everybody needs to make profit, but at some point,
It's unethical.
it is just ridiculous.
Yep.
And if somebody's trying to encourage you to buy this one coin because it can't be confiscated ever and all this other reasons why, it's pre-33 and this blah, 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 and it's real high pressure, and you kind of get that feeling like you're going into a timeshare meeting, you know, where they
Yep.
feed you a crappy lunch and then they try to pressure you into buying stuff because this is the last time you're ever going to get this deal and it's right now or never type situation.
Nope.
Run the other way.
Yes.
We are never going to do that
Nope.
to you. I promise.
Nope.
So I hope we've and that don't relate any of that to the Goldback. The
No,
Goldback
no.
is what it is.
Yes.
It's a cool thing. And,
Nope, this was a
I
completely
hope they
other
get the
company.
premiums down. They get the price of these down. Those machines that were cutting them out and pressing and all this stuff. There's no telling how much that stuff costs, and they got to make that money back. That's
Right.
why they're so expensive. So hopefully one day they'll get the premiums down, and it would be so cool to be carrying these.
It would
around.
be, yeah.
I mean, think how cool that would be.
Yeah.
I have my doubts. That's super hard for the banks to manipulate.
But we're open. We're open to ideas.
Absolutely.
And that's what I love. Like someone just called me a little earlier while Chris and we were researching this a little bit about a different platform from crypto. So we're open to ideas at all the times and just learning about new things. And this is just an interesting, thing that we thought we'd bring to you guys and tell us what you think.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you guys for being here. We always enjoy these videos. I really like the ones I get to do with her.
We have a good time.
Yeah, we do have a good time. So have an awesome, awesome day. We'll see you in the next one. Later.